imagine that you're at the park with your family for your long-awaited kickball game. It's your turn to kick the ball, but you notice that your cousin on second base is holding his chest. He suddenly collapses, stops breathing, and everyone runs to his aid. Your aunt dials 911, but it's going to be a couple of minutes until the paramedics arrive. Had someone learned CPR, which is cardiopulmonary resuscitation, in high school, they would have initiated chest compressions until the paramedics arrived. Initiating chest compressions can be the difference between survival and death. According to the American Heart Association, about 350,000 people suffer from cardiac arrest outside of the hospital. That amount of people is as if you were filling the Rose Bowl Stadium 7 times. So it can happen to anybody at any given time. Today we're going to be discussing why not knowing CPR has become a public health problem, why it is important for high school graduates to learn CPR before they're off into the world, and why it would be a positive impact for other members of the community, that includes the students, learn CPR before they graduate. So cardiac arrest is when the heart stops beating or pumping the blood effectively, meaning that the blood can't reach your vital organs, essentially cutting off the oxygen. Every minute that your body, your organs do not have blood circulating, it's detrimental. If CPR isn't initiated right away, it decreases your chances of survival by 7 to 10% each minute that CPR is not done. By the 10th minute or after the 10th minute, brain damage is likely. So there's no coming back for that. It's super important for you to start CPR. There are millions of students across the US who graduate every year. So if they're going through curriculums that include, math, history, science, and other studies, why not add something as critical as learning CPR, which can be life-saving? Students will be able to recognize the early signs of cardiac arrest. They will dial 911, and they will confidently come to the aid of a person who is in an emergency situation. So let's imagine that you are at a high school graduation, and you are confident that all these students that are graduating could potentially save a life. They will be confident in initiating CPR if needed. It could be a neighbor, a loved one, a parent, a sibling. It can affect anybody. And the fact that they will be going into the community essentially makes the community even that much safer. And preventable deaths will decrease. There are some counter arguments that this isn't needed. The first one would be that it would increase the student's workload. The student would only take the course. It takes about approximately 8 hours. So it's not like they would have to take an extra course for the semester. It's not like it takes a couple of weeks. It'll be in a day, and it'll be a lesson, a teaching that will be with them for a lifetime. Others are concerned about the money. Yes, it could potentially be a money factor, but it'll be very minimal because there are organizations that are out there that are willing to help. Some of these are the local hospitals, fire departments, the American Heart Association, the Red Cross. They each have tools needed to teach the youth this critical skill. The other counter argument is that the youth easily forgets. The youth is probably the people who retain the most information. They're like sponges. Even if it's something that you learn, you're going to carry this with you for the rest of your life. But there are also refresher courses that can be done in the event that you need it. Okay. Another one is that only medical staff should do it. And that, yes, medical staff is trained for it, but a medical personnel will not be available or present at all times when a medical emergency occurs. You could be having dinner with your loved ones when someone suddenly collapses, and it'll be you to start compressions until, of course, the paramedics arrive. So, in conclusion, if more people were trained in CPR, more deaths can be prevented. They will effectively learn how to do CPR, they will know how to use AED machines, and they will confidently intervene when needed during an emergency. How many of you have seen this AED in your local spaces? Raise your hands. Yes, you can see them at schools, you can see them at federal buildings, hospitals, and these are essential. Well, let me say that AED stands for Automated External Defibrillator, and this will give a shock to your heart in order for it to pump effectively. What's neat about the AED is that when you open it, it'll give you clear instructions on what to do. There are pads with pictures on where to place them. It'll analyze to see if there is a heartbeat. It will advise for you to stay clear if a shock is advised and when to press the button in order to deliver that shock. And these you can find anywhere. I can guarantee that you have seen this in a building somewhere in a public space, airport, and these are super, super vital. So in conclusion, this training would be just another, it wouldn't be just another training. This is something that you're going to carry with you for the rest of your life. And knowing that these students are trained in completing or performing CPR, you're going to know that many members of the community can respond to you if you have an emergency. And it is considered to be a lifelong investment that could potentially save you one day. Thank you.